All right, so this is Margaret. Really nice, beautiful day. It was raining a second ago. Nice little street. This little street's kind of like a little bit more concealed. It's a little loop. Saw people riding their bikes around it earlier. I like that this drain's right here. I really like that actually. All this water's headed into that. I do get a little bit of a dirt road. Now, I couldn't find the front door, and that's because the garage door was closed. So you need to open your garage door to get to your front door. However, you can leave it open, which I see a lot of people just don't even have garage doors. They just have this bay. So that might have been added later. Cute little front. That's your well pump. Typically that's only for irrigation now. So it definitely looks like the garage door and the motor were added later. That's your utility. We'll see that when we get inside. So you walk right into your living room. You have tile for the windows right here, which isn't a big deal. They just always get busted. So I'm shocked that these are lasting. There you go. This is busted. The kitchen's a lot more open than the last one. You kind of have some freedom to do some additions, add cabinetry if you wanted. No dishwasher. The porcelain's also chipping really bad on this one. So while it can still last, it's coming up on the last of its life. Couldn't find the light switch to save my life. It's tucked in right there. Here's the back. You can close these doors, which I would recommend for a lot of the time because there's no AC being ran out here. So this box is just gonna heat up the whole house unless you kind of close it off. They're painted windows, so they're aluminum still. Nice little backyard though. I kind of like the simplicity of it. Just a simple little backyard. Your little septic. Those are city septics, I believe. I might be wrong about that one actually, but we'll do the research. Nice little palms. Yeah, this is that secondary roof. I believe it is. Yeah, it's a secondary roof. So just, I like them when it's all one. But that's very typical for these homes out here. All right, let's check out that utility room. There's that door I was pointing out earlier. So you got your washer dryer hookup, you have your panel, your hot water heater, who looks like it'll be too old. Still no AC unit, so that tells me it's somewhere in the ceiling. However, maybe we'll still find it. Can't. I think it's right here. How do you know? Well, I can see there's a giant patch from where it probably leaked through first time. So I'm thinking the AC is sitting right above it. However, here's a closet, and maybe it's in here now. Oh, yeah, I think it is, the way that they have this locked. There it is. Okay. Well, that's good. At least this guy's down here. Return vent. So this is a bathroom. I like the tile going all the way to the top. It's not really done the best. It shouldn't be bulging right there. It should be flush. Drain's getting a little beat up. This looks newer. It doesn't have the flex pipe in there, so that's really good. Just a little moisture in there for the flooring. These rooms are smaller than the last ones. Obviously it needs some paint, it's beat up. Oh, I heard a door. Okay, it's just opening. Closet needs to be built out. It's not completed. This room's bigger, so this could be the main room. Still single pane windows, yeah. This one's cute. At first I didn't really care for it, but I think it just needs some help. I didn't like that it didn't have a front door. I didn't like that it was in the garage, but I think it makes sense when you look at the neighbor's house and realize there's not supposed to be a garage door. Kitchen's a lot better than the last one. The last one was updated, but it was hard to like move around and twist in there, where this one's much larger. Let's see what these are. So this is your pantry essentially. But if you wanted, you could add more cabinets. All right, well, let me close up and then I'll get one more. See that paint right there? It always makes me think that something's happened. Right, like there's water damage and it needed to be repainted and it wasn't. So it always has a story. All right, and let's go look into the garage one last time. That big patch right there. All right. These are the cutout holes. Yeah, looks good in here. Alrighty.